Once upon a time, Cinderella cleans up the stationery case. Mrs. Stepp walks by and looks down at Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella, you're so slow and messy. Look at your sisters, they could be an example for you.
Oops. Oh, sorry. It's my fault.
I think it's his problem. You should clean it.
Later in the office.
Mrs. Stepp, look. I have everything tidied up now. The pens and the post-it. Does it meet your expectations?
Oh, Cinderella, you're always so slow and lazy. If you have this attitude all day long, you will never make it to a meeting. Have a look at Rizella and Anastasia. They are always so motivated.
Yes, I attended an important meeting last week. It was so fantastic. Everybody was so excited.
You are not even able to organize a meeting. How will you work in your future department?
It will be a disaster.
And that's why I'm never allowed to participate in meetings.
But I haven't done anything wrong. What can I do to make it better? I'm so frustrated. My sisters are always allowed to go to meetings. I have also references, but no one sees them. I don't know what to do.
Mrs. Stepp stands in the office in front of the team and announces the big meeting which will take place on the 1st of June.
Good morning, everyone. Please pay attention. The big meeting is going to start in a few days, and it's truly important that the presentation is in a flawless condition. The reference is Mrs. Ferry. Cinderella, would you please prepare the presentation? And Rizella and Anastasia, would you like to participate in the meeting?
Me? Yes, for sure. Thank you for the great opportunity.
Today is the day of the big meeting. The phone rings and Cinderella picks up the phone.
Good morning, Cinderella speaking from Festo. How can I help you?
Hello, Cinderella. It's Ferry speaking. Nice to speak to you. I have a little request. Would you like to take over the presentation for me? It's because I'm really sorry, but I don't feel well enough to give the presentation as expected. And yes, you are the only person who really knows the content of the presentation. And I feel like you will be an even match for me.
Me? Yes, of course. I'm not prepared for this, but I will give my best.
Thank you very much. That's so great. And you don't even have to prepare anything because, yes, you know every detail and I'm sure you will rock it.
But I don't...
What's wrong with you? I thought you were looking forward to doing this presentation.
I cannot describe how happy I am, but I'm so nervous and I don't know how I can attend.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll help you and I even have some Festo clothes for you too.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
The participants are ready for the big meeting. Cinderella comes in and looks totally different.
Good morning, everyone. Miss Ferry unfortunately cannot lead the meeting today because she's ill. I'm your representative and I will run today's meeting.
Everybody is surprised and no one recognizes her.
Miss Ferry always tells us when she's sick. Who is the representative? Do you know her?
At the moment, we want to take over all trainees, but it raises a budget question if it is possible to add more trainees. Our budget is tight and we have to utilize it well. It is advantageous to develop our trainees in understanding all aspects of our company. When finished with their apprenticeship, they will have a deep knowledge of all Festo internal processes and departments. Also important to note is the money we've invested as a company in our trainees.
What is the status of the trainees this year? Will they be replaced? And has she paid attention to their performance? If so, Cinderella has no chance.
Oh, okay, but let me first continue with the disadvantages. The permanent of takeover will be very expensive for our company. Trainees also will need their own laptops because we have a lot of problems with our computers in several departments at the moment. This concludes my presentation. Thanks for your attention. Let's begin the discussion.
Why do we spend so much money and time of the apprenticeship when we don't take them on?
But aren't you worried about your workplace if we take everybody on? There aren't that many jobs.
But if the company didn't take me on, I wouldn't be in this position now. In my opinion, I would give the younger generation the chance to work on their own career.
Yes, this is good thinking. But alternatively, there are so many young workers that work less once they are employed. Yes, that's one of the negative points. And we also need workers that are more experienced.
Okay, but can you see the example of my two motivated and intelligent daughters? Most trainees and young workers help us to move the company forward. Well, the most.
After the big meeting, Cinderella runs around the corner and downstairs. Mrs. Prince runs after Cinderella.
Hey, who are you?
Oh no!
Who was she? The presentation was awesome. I would like to have her as my assistant.
Later in the office, Cinderella and her stepsisters get an unexpected visitor.
Hello, I'm sorry to bother you, but I want to know who had this perfect presentation yesterday.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Prince. Obviously, that was me. I'm the best employee in the company.
So, you can tell me what this presentation was about?
It was about the apprenticeship and stuff like that.
She's totally wrong, Mrs. Prince. The presentation was about the chances in our company, and I held this presentation.
I think neither of you held this presentation. Can anybody in this office tell me what this presentation was about?
Yes, it was about the current status of takeover of our trainees.
I knew you looked familiar to me. So you were the presenter?
Yes, that's right.
We all want to thank you for this awesome presentation. And as a reward, I want to have you as my personal assistant.
Thank you, Mrs. Prince. I would love to work for you.
And if they didn't die, they still work at Festo today.